deep in the wilderness of Australia, where the trees whisper secrets to the wind and the rivers hum ancient songs, there lurks a creature so fierce, so terrifying, and so ridiculously misunderstood that it has earned the name devil. Meet the Tasmanian devil, a marsupial that looks like a gremlin, eats like a vacuum cleaner, and fights like an out-of-control lawnmower. The Tasmanian devil is native to Australia, but don't expect to find it lounging around in Melbourne cafes sipping lattes. These feisty little beasts are exclusive to the island state of Tasmania, which is probably for the best. Imagine a world where these creatures roamed freely across the mainland. Your peaceful picnic at Bondi Beach would turn into a horror movie within seconds. Tasmanian devils prefer to live in forests, coastal scrublands, and the occasional unlucky farmer's backyard. They don't build fancy homes with white picket fences. Instead, they take over hollow logs, caves, or abandoned wombat burrows. Think of them as the squatter tenants of the animal kingdom. Unlike polite renters, though, they won't send you a message to let you know they've moved in. They'll just show up, start making horrifying screaming noises at night, and act like they own the place. What do they eat? Well, let's just say a Tasmanian devil's diet is about as refined as a toddler left alone in a candy store. These guys are scavengers, which means they'll eat pretty much anything dead, rotten, or mildly edible. Roadkill? Delicious. Random bones? A delicacy. An old boot if it smells interesting enough? Worth a nibble. They have one of the strongest bite forces relative to body size, which means they can crush through bones like a kid tearing through a bag of potato chips. No wonder Tasmanian devils never get invited to dinner parties. Their life cycle is as chaotic as their eating habits. Female devils give birth to up to 30 tiny babies at a time. Now, before you start imagining a cute devil daycare situation, let's get real. Only 4 of these babies survive. The rest don't make it because the mother only has 4 teats, and in nature, it's every baby for itself. Picture a ruthless game of musical chairs, but with life-or-death consequences. The lucky 4 that latch on get to grow into proper devils, while the rest, well, they don't get a participation trophy. Now, let's talk about their attitude problem. Tasmanian devils went to therapy, they'd be diagnosed with extreme anger issues. They fight over food, they fight over territory, they fight over nothing at all. Their screams sound like someone dragging a rusty chainsaw across a chalkboard while setting off a car alarm. If you ever hear their blood-curdling screeches in the middle of the night, don't worry, it's probably not demons trying to break into your house. Just some devils working through their personal issues. So, are they a problem for humans? Not really, unless you have a habit of leaving your dinner outside unguarded. Devils generally avoid people, but if they feel threatened, they won't hesitate to let you know. Ever tried to take a chicken drumstick from a very angry dog? Now imagine that dog is a Tasmanian devil, and the drumstick is its entire worldview. They have a tendency to chomp first and ask questions never. But they're not all bad. In fact, Tasmanian devils play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They clean up carcasses, helping to prevent the spread of disease. Without them, Tasmania would be overrun with decaying animal remains, turning the island into a real-life horror set. They also keep certain pest populations under control, making them the ultimate unpaid garbage collectors of the wild. Unfortunately, not everyone sees their value. Human conflicts with Tasmanian devils often arise when these little carnivores get too close to farms. Some farmers blame them for attacking livestock, though devils mostly prefer animals that are already dead. Then there's the tragic issue of devil facial tumor disease, a contagious cancer that has wiped out large numbers of their population. Imagine a world where a handshake could give you a deadly disease. That's what these devils are dealing with. So, how dangerous are they? Well, let's put it this way. If you see a Tasmanian devil in the wild, don't try to pet it. They won't go out of their way to attack humans, but if you corner one, prepare to hear the soundtrack of your nightmares before it takes a chunk out of your leg. In short, they're about as dangerous as an old printer, mostly harmless, but if you mess with it, you'll regret it.